Hello and welcome to my shiny rant about why I love Plexus and why I believe that pretty much every single person that I know could serve to be on these products. Um, I totally fell in love with these products, and there is a very good reason why. They have exceeded my expectations. They have surpassed the goals that I was hoping to achieve with taking them. Um, I can't I can't really express to anybody how deeply I am moved by this company and the product line. Um, for myself, in terms of my energy levels, I have suffered so much with neuropathy and I have suffered so much with fatigue. The people in my life really have zero clue as to how much of a mask that I've been putting on for years in respect to energy levels. It had recently come to the point where I would cry, literally, just because I was so exhausted and so unsure as to how I could potentially facilitate my life and my financial demands and the energy that I needed for my children and family. I feel like I've been saved. And that is really a big understatement. Um, Everything in my life has changed since I've started taking these products. Um, Feeling better helps you to make more clear choices. It helps you to organize your life differently. It helps you to add new layers of depth and perspective and self-respect. Um, it's just been it's been so overwhelming to come from a place where you're scared of your health and you're scared of how your physical potential is falling apart, to all of a sudden being back in this vibrant space that you know is within yourself and being able to share that with people and knowing that you can help so many other people share and bathe in the same experience. Um, I've seen so many different testimonials and things happening with people on this product, and I believe that I have figured out what the main difference between Plexus and everything else out there is, and that's willpower. A lot of people in this day and age just don't have the willpower to just absolutely change their life and change their eating habits and change their finances and change stressors in their relationships and just change everything around them before feeling better. So oftentimes when people are feeling sick and tired, or they're struggling with fatigue, they're struggling with weight, they're struggling with hormones, they're struggling with pain, people just don't believe that there's something out there that's tangible, that's graspable, that they can actually implement into their life without having to change everything else first. And so people just they don't do things, or they do a little bit of things, of fads that are out there. And you know what? Plexus is so different. It's just so different than anything else that's out there on the market. And I don't know if Plexus even realizes what they've done, but for me, I realize that they've created willpower. Because when you take these products, it starts to change your chemistry. And when your chemistry is working for you instead of against you, that's when astronomical changes start to arise. And that's why you have this kind of forever long list of all sorts of different health conditions where people have remedied what's going on internally with them. Very common things like fatigue and weight gain and blood sugar imbalance. There's so many diabetics now. There's so many people with cognitive dysfunction and Alzheimer's, so many people with neuropathy, so nerve pain, so many people with arthritis and these inflammatory conditions, autoimmune diseases. All of these things, it really doesn't even matter what you have, because there is this one fundamental core trio of understanding how to work with the body, and everything else changes. So with working with these products, there's three things that I put everybody on. One is the Slim. I recommend that because that balances your blood sugar levels. When your blood sugar levels are balanced, that means that your hormones are getting in check. Let's think specifically about insulin and your thyroid. Your moods are stabilized, your energy increases, your sleep is better, cravings subside, and healthy cravings start. Appetite changes, and there is just this energy revitalizing effect that this product seems to have on people. Then we move over to the Probio 5 and the Bio Cleanse because that addresses your gut health. And not many people know this. I mean, it's something that I've just more recently refreshed myself on, but over 60% of the potential for your neurotransmitters is directly related to your gut and the bacteria that you have there. So when you hear about things like probiotics and repopulating your gut, the reason that this is so paramount is because the bacteria that you have in your gut is not only there for your foundation and to balance your digestive system, but there's a direct correlation between your moods and the way that you are feeling and behaving that is so synergistic with the bacteria that's in your gut. Then we have the BioCleanse, which is a magnesium bioxide. That helps to carry oxygen to the bowels and balance the pH levels. Balancing pH levels from a holistic perspective, and now becoming much more mainstream as well, is hugely important. It's like the acidity of a pool. When the acidity is off and you have too much acidity, that's when you start to get that scummy, grimy, oozy junk at the bottom of the pool or your hot tub. When the pH is neutralized and balanced, that's when it's clean. That's when things are working optimally. So having a balanced pH level is huge for making sure that you have a highly unlikely chance of having mutated cells and extra bacteria growth and unwanted things. Going back real quickly to the Probio 5, I mentioned the good guys, the good bacteria that you're repopulating, but on top of that, it has digestive enzymes. And nowadays, people are eating food just too fast. The saliva is not producing the enzymes necessary to break things down, as well as our mass sugar consumption and carb craziness. We are just plain eating too much, and that is converting into all sorts of problems with candida, so fungus and yeast. And so there is a component in there that addresses that as well. So these are the holy trinity of Plexus, which is the triplex. So you've got the Slim to balance blood sugar, the Probio 5 to increase your good bacteria flora, help digestion, as well as take care of fungus. And then you have the BioCleanse, which helps to cleanse the colon, bring water to the bowels, keep you regular, and balance pH levels while oxygenating your system. Now that in itself is just plain incredible. When you're doing all of these things, naturally the inflammation processes in your body are going to start to subside, and there's going to be an all-over harmony. This is the way to help your chemistry work for you and not against you. It's too hard. That's why people aren't doing well. It's just too hard. People aren't in the mind space to just get up and change everything in their life. And that's what a lot of programs require you to do. The truth is, you should just eat perfectly. You should have fantastic stress management, and you should have a harmonious life above and beyond taking supplements. But living in North America, let's have a reality check. We are eating all sorts of processed GMO foods. We have all sorts of stressors. We have a bombardment of environmental issues, whether it's mental stress, physical, or outer stress, that is depleting our system of just harmonious, natural working ability. And so the triplex is an easy addition to your life that's a very worthwhile investment. I mean, if you go out and get 1 or 2 coffees a day, if you do silly things like this, which I'm totally guilty of, and you decide, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to invest in me. I'm going to treat myself to transformation and change, and I'm going to inspire the people around me to do the same thing. And I can almost guarantee the same thing is going to happen to you as what has happened to me. It is going to fuel you. It's going to change you. I mean, I haven't worked out in years, and being on these products in a very short period of time has given me the energy to remember that I actually love doing that. I actually enjoy all the crazy things that I'm trying right now, and I have the energy for them. I have the energy for my kids. It's incredible. I don't want to keep going on and on and on. Another thing that I like to talk to people about with Plexus, because pain is a huge thing. If you're coming into this and you're already dealing with arthritis or nerve pain, there are 2 products like that work very, very similar to other pharmaceuticals that are out there. One being Celebrex, which, you know, is a bit freaky for me because some of the side effects of these mainstream pharmaceutical pain medications is that they eat away at the muscle and not only the lining in your stomach, causing all sorts of bad issues, but also the pericardium. Like, it's eating the sheath around your heart. Like, that's crazy. When I hear things like that, I'm like, wow. You know, I know that there's the lesser of two evils, and it's not good to be in pain chronically. That inflammation is very bad for your system. But what I'm seeing is all sorts of clients and people coming to me that have been on these heavy duty medications for a long time, and their gut is a disaster. And then they come with asthma and respiratory issues and chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia and all this other stuff. It's just too much. And so when you have a natural alternative that has trials that are comparable to pharmaceutical medications like Celebrex, but they're not only going to decrease inflammation, they're going to decrease inflammation in the bloodstream for your whole system, and they're not going to work against you, they're going to work for you. And we also have a really incredible product called Fast Relief, which is specific for neuropathy, which I'm getting great results with, and this helps to increase circulation and feed your nerves. That's it. There's more products. I'd love to share more information with you, or whomever shared this video with you, I'm sure would be more than happy to introduce you to products that may be beneficial for you. The company is incredible. They offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. We encourage you to take the 60-day challenge. If 50 days in you feel like, no, this isn't doing all that crazy girl on there said, then you are more than welcome to your money back, but hardly anybody does that. Just to have more energy, just to have more connection in life. There is no words for that. So thank you so much for listening, and we'd love to share more with you.